Good morning, folks. This is our devotion for Wednesday, April the 1st. Before I get to the devotion, I do want to just make a quick announcement about this weekend. Um, due to the uh, coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic, unfortunately, it really breaks my heart that I'm going to have to cancel the weekend long, Friday night, Saturday night lock in. I know that just saddens so many of you, but I was gonna have a lock in this weekend. It was gonna be so much fun, but we got to cancel it. And To that, let me just remind you today is April Fool's Day. All right, so on our devotion, 1 Timothy 4:3. Now, what a bizarre verse of scripture. Now, so far, I have just allowed you to read each of these verses, but I'm going to read this one to you this morning. 1 Timothy 4:3. Men who forbid marriage and advocate abstaining from foods which God has created to be gratefully shared in by those who believe and know the truth. What a strange verse. But let me see if I can help us understand that. We've been talking about people who walk away from their faith. People have been enticed by the evil spirits of this world, and they've listened to them. But this verse talks about legalism. Talks about how people have taken biblical truths, twisted them to fit their own narrative. Maybe you've heard of some legalistic terms. Have you? I would love to hear some of those. For instance, maybe you've heard you can't dance. The Bible outlaws dancing, and you've even heard it said that a praying knee and a dancing foot are never found on the same leg. Or don't play cards, or don't be found in the movie house, or you can watch this kind of movie, but you can't watch that kind of movie because it's got certain things in it that you ought not to be a part of. Now, make no mistake about it. We ought to be separate from the world. But the question comes, where does our freedom lie? Where are those things that we can enjoy just for the pure sake of enjoyment? And then where are those things that draw us away from God? So a couple of questions. What kind of things have you known people to forbid that aren't actually biblical? They're more personal than they are biblical. And then how can you know what you're free to do versus what you shouldn't do? This is a question that comes up, and don't think it's not applicable. It comes up every year when it's time to watch the Super Bowl. Is that something we're free to do, or is it something we shouldn't do? It's a great question. It goes into so many different areas of our lives. I really want to hear from you. So the first 5 people that text me and let me know they've watched the devotion today, or give me an answer to this question, will be entered for a drawing to win 1 packet of Cottonelle wipes. I hope that's something that you don't need, but when you do need it, it's good to have it. All right. Have a great April Fool's Day.